on the way there, and now I'm on the way back. I dropped off the order. It was nice. There's a STEM school, and it's at STEM elementary school with a science, with a technology, something, I don't know, for little kids. And at lunchtime, they have a DJ that gets them all to, they can come do their happy dance, they can eat. And if they want to come forward, they can all do a happy dance or do a happy dance where they are. And he takes requests. Nothing like no, bad language in a rap song or a violent song or anything like that. But they were playing. It wasn't like Baby Shark or one of the songs we see. Wasn't Mr. Rogers singing about the.
In 2 miles, take the California 60 East exit toward Pomona.
Some kind of like a modern danceable song, and they were doing their happy dance. And that was where I delivered to the housing project, not the projects, but a housing, relatively nice housing kind of a situation. And now I'm heading back. So that was like about a 25-minute drive, and probably a 25-minute drive back. So I'll get extra money for that. So people were asking about that, and still bringing my coffee, but now it's cold, so I need to go get a refill. Yeah. Oh, someone's asking about military discounts. Can I do a video on that? I could do a video about that, but just to say, remember to ask about your veterans discount or your military discount. I forget to ask sometimes, but you'll be surprised. We went to Chipotle in the mall. In the mall, they're not giving us thing. I think it was 50% off, 50, not 5%, which is not unheard of. Usually it's 10 to 20% off. I think it was 50 off. That was substantial. So, yeah, if you're not embarrassed to ask, just ask. The kid behind the counter doesn't care. A lot of times they don't ask for our ID, which they should. I'm not saying go and not show identification. You should always show identification. And if they don't ask for it, I take it out. I have my identification already in my hand. And then they say, what I'm asking for, the discount, I'll have my credit card, and then my top slot on my wallet is my...
In a quarter mile, take the California 60 East exit toward Pomona.
Anyway, someone's asking, can we do a roundtable on guns? I know there's a way for me to make a... on my big computer, to make a...
Take the California 60 East exit.
Like a welcome or an invitation, like Friday at 7, we're going to do a roundtable on guns. But
continue for half a mile.
My mic on my big computer's not working that well, so I don't know. I usually just use my phone, like doing things like this, when we're driving or waiting for something to happen, in the waiting room, by myself.
In a quarter mile, use the left 3 lanes to take the California 60 East ramp to Pomona.
I can go long. So I probably won't go do that. I'll probably just make a video announcing it. And tell people, hey, you can click on here for a reminder. I'll make one.
Use the left 3 lanes to take the California 60 East ramp.
A short video, and I'll do it as a premiere, so a little premiere. Let's say
continue for 11 miles.
Go live at 8. Maybe have the premiere, the video premiere at 7. And say, hey, it's 1 hour to go until we go live. Don't forget. Go live, and you'll see it when it happens. It'll show you that we're on live. But if you have any questions, please, once again, I don't know where you're seeing them. I see them down here. And like I was saying earlier, I don't know if comments, questions, etc., do they last after the go live? So when I turn off the go live, can I see those again? I don't know. They may just be, considered like a Snapchat kind of thing, like they go away. I don't know. But we had 10 people on there right now, so hello to the 10 people that are there. Maybe it's a slow day in YouTube, and I know it's just a slow day in the news. But yeah, if you have any questions, please let me know. We haven't had to boot anybody out of here. Right now, we've had to boot people in the past and making racial statements and then talking bad about other people here. One lady did get mad because a guy said she was fat. And I guess they'd argued elsewhere, and she was making a comment on the go live, and he came on and said, look how fat you are or something like that. So we did get rid of him because my channel is not a weight loss channel. Because, oh, your channel's a weight loss channel. It's not. It's a all over healthy journey kind of a thing. So, like if you smoke, you say, David, do you smoke? I do not. Maybe you use heroin. David, do you use heroin? I do not. Meth? No. And so some things I can kind of give the little ding dong. Maybe you shouldn't do this either. But I don't give advice on your health, on your extra program. You might say, hey, I like to exercise by, being chased by hyenas. Well, I would say it's probably not a good idea, but for you it might be just fine. So I only talk about what I do for my health. My health is getting a lot better. Someone said what? And someone said hi. And someone said hell yes. And someone said, so you are this, no soap, no. Okay, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that says. Some people say things, and as long as you don't say something stupid, you're welcome to stay. Usually I let people stay, even if they do say something stupid. People always say, don't kick someone off your channel for saying stupid stuff. You need their, what's it called, not content. You need them to be connected with your channel. You need them to, I really don't. I get over 2 million views. I have enough subscribers right now where it's okay. It's not great. They're all real subscribers. They're not bots. They're not paid for. They're not, fake. Or people from Bangladesh that get paid to push a button on a cell phone. You'll see those. They're, I can't really call them like subscription farms. And they have a bunch of, like, each person has like 30 phones, and we want to subscribe to his channel. They're all different phone numbers, so let's go boom, 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 boom. Okay, Dave, you got 30 new subscribers. But are they ever going to watch a video? No. Do they know who I am? No. Do they speak English? Oftentimes, no. So that's not very valuable to your channel. YouTube will catch it, and YouTube will take those off, so you're paying for something that's going to be on there for maybe a month or two, then they're going to catch it pretty quick, and then get rid of it, then they can take your channel away. So my channel makes money. I make money. So it's about drive. Get off the phone and drive. No, you get off your phone and drive. Do you have a car? Do you have a phone? Do you live in the basement? I don't know. So anyway, there's nothing wrong with using your phone, and this is a hands-free operation. I'm driving this way, so it's the same as if I'm using my GPS, global positioning software, is that what it is? So it's the same thing. So you, I don't know your name, somebody 247, whatever, mind your own business. Stick your nose up your own ass. Can you reach all the way around? Anyway, you stick your nose up your own ass, and it don't bother me. I mean, I'm going to get off the freeway and get gas. Close to me to do that, so I may get off the phone, I may get off the freeway, but I'm on my phone all the time because I drive a lot. There'll be times where I'll be working on a film or whatever, and they'll say, can you come to Palm Springs? And I say, oh, I sure can. And it's about 2 hour drive, hour and 40 minute drive. I've done that. I've been to San Diego, and I drive quite a bit to get to those gigs. If they want me to do an overnight, I can do that as well, but they always want me to fly. And even though I was in the Air Force, I'm not a big fan of flying. I was in a military aircraft that made an emergency landing. If you've ever been on one that made an emergency landing, it's scary. It wasn't painful. We didn't get injured, but the anticipation of the landing, this is going to be some form of an emergency landing. It's very scary. They had the trucks on the tarmac, is that what they call them, military, on the runway or on the landing area of the thing, and so I don't really like to fly. It's also uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable. When I was at my heaviest, when I was like around 300 pounds, it was pretty uncomfortable. I wasn't one of those people that needs 2 seats, but I was a big dude, I was a big dude, so now I'm probably a little bit more comfortable. I just don't fly if I can avoid it. I know it's safer than driving, and what's his name or her name said, don't get off the phone and drive. I don't know what state you live in or where you live in. Maybe you're in another country, but here it's perfectly legal. But in California now, you're not allowed to touch your phone while driving. You can't touch your phone. So if you miss your off ramp. Oh no, reroute. You can't do that. You got to pull over, which might be more dangerous than saying reroute. I don't know. People will find a way to have an accident, I think. What are you guys' thoughts on that? Do you use your phone when you're driving? Probably.
There are police reported ahead.
Oh, the police report ahead. I'll probably get arrested. Let's see if they're still there. The only ones you have to click the button. Are they still there? I usually don't. Because they'll put it on there and say, there's police activity ahead. You're like, okay. And then it says, are they still there? Well, I'm not there yet. And by the time you get to where they either are there or no longer there, they are there. It appears to be highway patrol. It's just a highway patrol vehicle. It's got its lights on, and the guy's doing reports. Or looks like a guy. It could have been a situation where they've already towed away the disabled vehicle or something. He or she's doing a report. So they were there. Yep. Too late to tell them. They were there. But anyway, I'll be back into my area of the California at 12:14. The area I'm going to is Monrovia, California, because where's that? It's near Pasadena, California. They have a little bit of a football game there, and they have a parade. Van Halen is from there. Do you like Van Halen? I don't know where Sammy Hagar's from, but the rest of the lads are from that area. I grew up around them and would see them from time to time around town. A lot of times they'd be at the old town pub, which used to be called the Loch Ness Monster Pub. Kind of like a beer and wine situation. And David Lee Roth would come in there quite a bit, or also at the golf course. And then I know I saw David Lee Roth. I think at the Rainbow in Hollywood. And I think I saw him a couple more times on a situation where if I saw him in Hollywood, and then I saw him a number of times in Pasadena, he might say something, hey, you're from Pasadena. So we weren't like chums, big time fans. I used to work at a McDonald's in South Pasadena. That was a
In 2 miles, take exit 12 for I-605 North.
When they were just starting, I was in high school. Didn't he die when he was 61? I can't remember. But anyway, David Lee Roth is 70. It's amazing, huh? He's a fly through the air with the greatest of ease. You know, doing the splits, touching his toes, and doing those kicks, and now not so much. And then they say his voice is gone. And I think when I listen to his new stuff, with the way his voice sounds now, some of the kind of more jazz or blues, I kind of like that better than hearing him sing Jump or you know, Beautiful Girls, or you know, maybe talking about love or something, or Running with the Devil. I'm happy to hear the songs the way they were and watch it. We have the videos. We can watch some videos if we want to get nostalgic. And I think his new stuff's not that bad. I mean, it's pretty good because it's more of a match of what he can do vocally. I mean, look at his vocals that he would do, all that screaming and all that noise, all that sounds that he'd make out of his mouth. Yeah, pretty amazing. I guess his sister, she's a singer. She sing like, well, sings like kids songs, and I can't remember. But anyway, so he went to John Muir High School. Yeah, I went to Blair High School. We were small. Much smaller school. Let's see, it's got to let me over. Here's a tip for your driving tip. If you see one of those concrete trucks that drops gravel everywhere, and if you don't let you over, you pull up to where one of those is. Usually, there's no one else to be behind there, and you can get in there real quick. You risk your windshield. Yeah. Let's see, what's...
In a quarter mile, take exit 12 for I-605 North.
Wow, okay, that guy might need to go. So anyway, Dunkin' Donuts, that's your one warning. I guess we'll get rid of you. Should we get rid of that person? We don't really anticipate.
Take exit 12, then use the left 2 lanes to take the I-605 North ramp.
If your mom is out there and she's running a Taco Tuesday special on Wednesday.
Use the left 2 lanes to take the I-605 North ramp.
Elsewhere. So please, Dunkin' Donuts, if your mom is out there at the truck stop in Ontario, California, not interested, tell her we're not.
Continue on I-605 North for 8 miles.
If someone said focus on the road, Okay, you focus on the road too. You focus on your VD treatment. Okay. So anyway, somebody, another dumbass. But anyway, a lot of dumbasses on here. Social media is the breeding ground for idiots. It's kind of like when somebody gets killed and then they're 12 years old and their parents where were their parents? And both their parents are fourth generation gang members, and then that guy is in the gang too. It's very sad, very, very sad. Like, you don't say that kid has no chance because he does, but it's hampered. You know, it's sad. Yeah, we don't want that. Someone saying something. You are doing something about. Right, I am the fool that's looking at messages while driving. Okay, I don't know what you're saying. Anyway, congratulations if you're a fool. Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin's kind of a weird name to call yourself. Dunkin' can have a sexual content to it. I mean, what do you dunk? Where do you dunk it? You like to be dunked? I don't know. Maybe he's a basketball player. Maybe he likes to eat a Dunkin' Donuts and drink coffee. Maybe he dips into it. Who knows what the guy does? We just don't know what the guy does. It's not up to us. We don't care. You do what you want to do. You be you. You be you, Mr. Dunkin' Donuts. You be you. So no lot lizards. Your mom is safe from that, from us. We're not involved in that activity. Her providing services to, I guess, truck drivers. If you're proud of that, hey, more power to you. You gotta love mom. But anyway, yeah, so that's going on. Driving still. I'm heading towards my house, which is in Monrovia, California. Then I'm going to work a little bit more. Then I'm going to pick up my kitty and get him settled. They said that he should be isolated for 2 days because his sister, she's not into heat. They're worried that she would go into heat. You know, that cats will have activities with other cats that are their family line and have babies. So we don't want that to happen. So he's being neutered today. She'll be spayed on 10 days. There's a big duck out there. I thought it was a goose at first, but it's short. Unless it's a short neck goose, not like a long neck goose, by the big bumper, Chantilly lace, pretty face and all that. He is getting that done, so I'll take care of him the next couple of days. Got some good news coming up. I got a big roll coming up, and you won't be able to see it. People said, can they see the one I did recently? I had to find out on the non-disclosure agreement if I can let people know what that was. I did get lines, SAG film, so I'll get residuals. So I got like 2 lines. They had me create my own lines. So that's the summarizing thing. You get paid a lot more money. That's good. But anyway, let's see here. You're not even reading my name really right. Oh, you're Drunkin' Donuts. Oh, so you hang around with people and you get drunk, and then they give you their chocolate bar, I guess. You want to sit on the chocolate bar, I guess. Anyway, Drunkin' Donuts, he likes to drink beer and sit on a chocolate bar. So if you have a chocolate bar available for Drunkin' Donuts to sit on, he's willing to do that. Anyway, focus on the road, and he told me that. And he's a fool to something. I don't know. So all we know about Drunkin' Donuts is his mom is a lot lizard, and he likes to get intoxicated and sit on pastries. So he's doing great. He is doing great. Anyway, so people like that are just a bunch of dumbasses. So, you have to be a little flexible, maybe a contortionist, but please, Drunkin' Donuts, stick your nose up your own ass. Thank you. This is my channel, not yours. So you go on your channel and you tell people about your mom's lot lizard employment. Maybe she's looking to hire some others. Maybe, I don't know how that works. I did go to a truck stop, and a lady was in front, and she coffee shop part of it. I stopped and used the facilities, the wee place, and decided I would get lunch there, because they always say where the truckers go is best food, because they can't get sick while they're driving, and they need good. Anyway, so I got the bacon and egg special, pretty good, And she sat down at my table for a minute, and the lady told her, hey, whatever, Yolanda, leave him alone. I was just going to ask him a question. And then she was asking me which truck was mine out there. And none of them were my truck. And then she said she was looking to get a ride. Oh, no, she asked me where am I headed. And I said, I'm heading to Fort Worth, Texas. And I was going from California. So you can do it in one day. I usually go halfway. I'll stop in New Mexico and spend the night and then go the rest of the way because I have to go out back and forth because my family was in California. I was stationed in Fort Worth. And I told her, that's where I'm going. She said, can I hop on? Do you have a sleeper? I'm just really tired. She wanted to sleep in my sleeper cab, which I didn't have. I don't drive trucks. So I have driven trucks before. I drove for Swift. Somebody said that stands for sure wish I finished trucking school, or sure wish I had a fast truck, because they have a governor on that they won't go over a certain speed. And I worked for them for a while. But I told her I wasn't interested. I don't have the vehicle that she was asking about, and I wasn't looking to take it on a passenger. So yeah, that was it. And then one guy said, told me, well, she ain't no lizard. She's safe, I guess. Well, I guess he knew her. I was hanging with her, and she was heading toward. She wanted to go to maybe Austin. So I would be dropping her off in Austin because I would go straight shot to Fort Worth, but at least she's Fort Worth and get, I guess, for the rest of Austin. But no, I was not interested in doing that. I didn't drive.
There are objects on road ahead.
I've been getting this all day. It's been windy. They keep saying objects on the road, but there's nothing there. I did drive by about 4 or 5 sheets of plywood, and I guess that's what we're talking about. But right now, they may have cleared it because the other 2 times I saw nothing. No one's going to call and say there's a shoe there. Well, they could report a shoe in the middle of the road. Oh, there it is. I almost hit it. It is. It looked like one of the paint rolling pans. It had some glass. I don't know what it was. So anyway, I am almost to where I live. I'll stop and get gas. The gas gauge of this vehicle doesn't work very well, so what I do is whenever I get to half full, then I'll do it. Was I in the show? No, but people do say I look like Danny DeVito. If you want to see me as Danny DeVito, go to the 100 Gex, that band, or that group, the musical ensemble, the duo, and go there and see the video called Fritos and Doritos, and you can see me on there. In fact, it's funny that you said that. Right here to my left is where we filmed it. Right here, Irwindale, California. But if you want to see Danny DeVito, anyone out there wants to see me as Danny DeVito, go watch that video, Fritos and Doritos by 100 Gex. There's only 2 Gex. There's 2 of them. Why are there 100 Gex? We don't know. Someone said oil. Would that give me better gas mileage? Would that make my gas gauge work? I don't know. But anyway, on this car, the gas gauge doesn't work. So every half a tank, I always fill it up. I've run out of gas before, and it'll have like 3 bars. It's a Toyota, so the bars go this way. And I think 4 bars. And 4 bars is half a tank, 8 bars is full. I had, so I was right at half a tank. Right before, I think it's about to go to 3.
In half a mile, use the second from the right lane to stay on I-605 North and follow signs for Huntington Drive, Duarte.
My tripometer said 200 miles, so I brought it down to 150. That might have been an anomaly, but it did run out, so this car's running on gas.
Use the second from the right lane to stay on I-605 North.
But yeah, I do get Danny DeVito, is the one I get now. I used to get John Candy when I was at my heaviest. John Candy. I was working on...
Keep right to continue on I-605 North.
I was working on West Wing, and I was talking to... Not Schmitz. Oh yeah, I guess the tall one.
Continue on I-605 North for half a mile.
In Orange, California, where we were filming it. And a couple was across the street with the dog, and they're holding all the people back. That one was actually to the point where the city actually closed that street, so you couldn't go through. Other areas will say if you go through this area, you may be filmed, but they don't want people screaming and yell. If you film in Venice, they usually close it off because all the homeless. We were filming a show called Crazy People, I think, and the guy walked up and he asked someone for money, and they said no, so he pulled on his pants and he made a number 2 on the floor, on the ground right there outside on the boardwalk in front of the camera. so we had to change the whole camera around so they could clean it up. And we ended up taking a break, and then they're cleaning it up. Stop lying. Okay. Drunken Donuts is now saying stop lying. I think he means.
In half a mile, take exit 35A toward Mountain Avenue.
With lot lizards, whether Drunken Donut Lot Lizard Junior, I guess. He might be out there too. He might be out there pulling his cheeks apart, saying, $2 or $3 and a donut, and he'll do you. But anyway, if you want to see that, 100 gex, you'll see me being Dan DeVito, and I've done.
At the light, turn left onto Central Avenue, then turn right onto Buena Vista Street.
He is, I know he's not 5, I think he's 4 foot, he's 4'8", I'm 5'11", so there's a size difference. But I do play him, usually I play him sitting down. That one I was not sitting down. Yeah, so anyway, Danny, is that you? No, it is definitely not Danny DeVito. He does know that I did that role, because he gave me a thumbs up.
At the light, turn right onto Buena Vista Street.
That you just seem a little angry. Are you constipated? Yeah, I guess this guy's also, I don't know, maybe he's got a tongue enema he wants to use. I don't know. Hey, drunken.
Continue on Buena Vista Street for half a mile.
I'm not a gay guy, so probably would like to maybe go on one of those grinder things and find some love, I guess, or something. I don't know. So anyway, Drunken Dum Dum is talking more stupid shit.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Royal Oaks Drive.
A lot of stupid people come on these places and they do stupid things. It's okay to be stupid and whatever. He hasn't really crossed the line yet. He probably will. Usually they don't cross the line. If you tell them you're going to block them or kick them out, then they say a whole bunch of stuff real fast. Try and get it in there. Like, I better say this, whatever. Like, nobody cares about you. Drunken, sorry. Maybe Drunken has his own channel we can go to and talk to him there. So those of you that want to engage in homosexual kind of activity or talk, maybe you're curious, Drunken Donuts, maybe he's answering questions on his channel. I don't know. Does he have one? Does he have a channel? Does he not have a channel? A lot of people come on here and bother us on my channel, but they don't have their own channel. But yeah, so anyway, Danny DeVito, it's funny that you wrote that, because right when you wrote that, I was out this door was where we filmed it. So I think I did film that one. Whatever. So anyway, Drunken Donuts is now saying that he's got feelings for men. So that's Drunken Donut Man. This is 2025. If this was 1975, you might have to be careful what you say about being gay. We don't care. We don't care anymore. You can vote for Kamala Harris. You can vote for Donald Trump. You can vote for the Candyman. You can write your own name in. There's a write-in on those ballots. But we don't care. Anybody here care that Drunken Donuts is a homosexual? I mean, I guess that's 15 minutes of fame. But there's a lot of homosexuals out here. Where I live. I live in Monrovia. I'm not one of them. If I was, would I tell you? Maybe if it came up in conversation.
In half a mile,
But
turn right onto Mountain Avenue.
right now, where I live, gays a lot. West Hollywood, gays a lot. Where I film, gays a lot. There's one time I was on a show, and it was an audience, which would be an audience at an art show. The kids would come forward and they show their artwork, and they say something about the art, and we clap our hands. We were told to, like, there's a big cattle call. Hey, Johnny, you painted a picture. And I was the only straight guy. There was one straight.
At the light,
lady,
turn right onto Mountain Avenue.
She was about 83, and I think she was 83, and I was 43, maybe. It was about a 40-year age difference, and she was very, very gay. I mean, she was very straight, and everybody was gay. But they played straight. Play it straight, mister. I mean, that's where that thing came from. So anyway, yeah, okay, Drunken Donuts, that's hilarious. But anyway, so there are a lot of gays out here. So Drunken, if you were out here, no one would even notice. We have a lot of transsexuals out here too. You'll see a 6-foot tall woman with an Adam's apple. A lot of the unhoused out here are now wearing like women's clothes, I guess, to try to get, I don't know. There's one that he wears a little light blue see-through tutu and no underpants and a little bra, and he says he's trying to save money to be transitioned. Maybe he'll give him money for his surgery. I don't know why. Usually if you give him money for whatever you give money for out here, it goes for drugs. Because you think about it, they get free food, they get free housing, they get free clothing, they get free medical. So what do they not get provided for them?
In half a mile, turn left onto Buena Vista Street.
In San Francisco during COVID, they did get drugs. They brought them, if you smoke meth, they bring you meth. Just enough for you to use so you can't really sell it.
In 100 feet, turn right onto Mountain Avenue.
Drugs and alcohol to you so you could use that and not go onto the street and get it. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and log off from here. Hopefully everybody's doing great today. Maybe I'll be back. Maybe I will not. We're going to talk about going into doing a gun Q&A. And so if you're interested in gun Q&A, I will make a short video. I'll probably announce what time we do it. But I don't think I can make an announcement when I'm using the thing this way, when I'm using the phone for my go live. So anyway, if you want to see that video, it's 100 gex. I do have videos on my channel that talked about being on 100 gex and shows the video there too. So you can also see the 100 gex video on my channel.